Welcome to Yeshiva Daf, Shir sponsor Lui Nishmas Ambiak Rashom Lev Masitzchok. We're holding in Basra, Daf Kuf Yudalit. This is the Daf which is learned in the first day of Yom Tov of Sukkot. Says the Gemara, we're starting in the fourth line from the top. Itmar, Kinyan Ademosai Choizer. Until when can the person can change his mind from a Kinyan? As the Rashbam points out, what is the case we're talking about? So we're talking, Rashbam learns, Bein b'matas bari, Bein b'matas shchimera b'miktsas deis b'kinyan. In other words, we're talking about a kinyan which did not have any leeway of a shchimera. We're talking about a regular kinyan. How long can you go back? There is a discussion that we're talking about only kinyan sudar, only khalifim, or other kinyanim as well. So says the Gemara, Rabba Omar kozman sheyoshvim, as long as they're sitting down. As long as they're busy with that specific inyan. Says the Gemara, makes sense, what I'm saying makes more sense. That's what we just learned, and then the previous daf. 3 going to visit the sick. If they want, they can write. They're going to write, meaning that they're going to be edim. Or they can do din. If as long as they're sitting in there, so he can still change his mind. There should be a chashash, maybe dilmo hodor bay. Maybe he's going to change his mind. So how can you go and sign it? Maybe he's going to change his mind. What happens if he changes his mind? So look at the Rashbam. Rashbam says leichush dilmo hodor bay. They can decide what to do. They can pass him din. So the Rashbam says, just technically, you can't do a din. Maybe he's going to change his mind. The Torah learns that it has a problem of silusa de beidina. It's not appropriate for Bezdin to be doing something which it could change his mind. So says the Gemara, well, Rav Yosef, meaning, what about Rav Yosef? Rav Yosef holds a sukin boisin is a problem. Maybe he's going to change his mind if they're still busy with the same minyan. Whatever you tell me. They sliku, they changed, they moved. When base were holding minyan linyana. They moved from one subject to another subject. It's also here. How do you make a din? When you make sure that in the minute this kinyan is done, you get up from your place and you sit down again. So that's how I know that it's din. So obviously, from the answer, you see why the Gemara, why it's a lu, maybe at least with the Havim in the Gemara to differentiate. But to get up, it's a whole thing. But to change a subject, it's something you could do easily. The Gemara still says it's not a problem, and it's not a reason why you can't do din. So, halachas in these 3 things. What are the 3 things? What is sodeh? Says what is the Rashbam brings it, summarizes it. What we learned in the beginning of the Masechta regarding Malinin Loch Knichste by Morim. In other words, we're giving it for a higher price. The Inyan is what we just learned, a Sukim Boyser Inyan. And next is later in Daf Kuf Mem Gimel. The Torah points out that it discusses, what Mashal Kavisa over here, but otherwise it will be halacha like Rabbah. So usually halacha is like Rabbah. And Torah points out those comes up from the Rashbam. These 3 things is the 3 places in Masechet Bava Basra, the Pascal Rav Yosef. So that is necessarily arrive for the rest of Shas. It says the Ma'isha is a woman inherits her son. Hatu lamali. In other words, where the Gemara is referring to this part of the Mishnah. The Mishnah says, let's go back a second to the beginning of the Mishnah, to where we started in Daf Kufches. Kufches says, right? So that part of the Mishnah is of a person to his mother, person to his wife, and we learned there's 2 pshat in the Rashbam. They bequeath, but they don't inherit. Now this is the flip side. A woman to her children, Haisha's baila, a woman to his wife, to their husband. Again, the flip side, manchilin, they inherit and don't bequeath. So they bequeath and don't inherit. In other words, it's the exact flip side we just said. So says the Gemara now, Hatu Lamali, why have to tell me the exact opposite? It's the same thing. Hatana leisha ishes imo veishes ishto. So why you tell me now ishes bno veishes ibailo? Hakamash v'lom the ishes bno dume the ishes bailo. So come to teach you something new over here. That a woman clapping her son is similar to a woman clapping her husband. In what way? Ma'ishes bailo nabal yoishes ishto bekever. A husband does not inherit his wife when the wife died. That we learned earlier. If the wife died, so then the husband does not inherit her. In other words, whatever that woman's supposed to inherit from her parents doesn't go to the husband bekever when she's in the kever. Right? So, also, Af Isha's now, so a woman to her son, Eina ben Yoirish is imoy bekever. So the son does not bequeath to his mother, does not inherit his mother in order to give it to his brothers. He doesn't inherit his mother for what? If he died, right? As the look at the Rashbam, if he says, bro, Eina malcheres lo ibiroi lo lachamitosoy, kedeshen chulu lekroivo shvitzad ovi v'lo mitzad imoy. Kegoin, she may have been the son died, so he doesn't inherit his mother. So to tell me, what's the limit? That if the son dies, he doesn't inherit his mother and give it over. Only her family will get it. So as Roteis points out, this is not exactly equivalent. By the husband, we talk about that the husband doesn't inherit the wife when the wife is dead. By the son to the mother, we're saying the son doesn't inherit his mother when the son is dead. So it's not like the husband, where we're saying that the husband doesn't inherit the wife when the wife is dead. So it's a little different. So Tosfos goes on to bring a few other extratim, but the pshat that he brings in the end, based on the Rashbam, he says that really it includes it. The same way that the wife does not bequeath to the husband when she's dead, also the husband doesn't bequeath to the wife when the husband is dead. So he says, in other words, because the husband is not yoirish as ishtoi, when the ish is bekever, right? So that's why the husband is not yoirish, because when he's also in the kever. In other words, the same way that the wife doesn't give to the husband if she's dead, so also when the husband is dead, also he won't inherit the wife. Why? So here comes the biggest story that Tosfos says. The Rashbam says there is two types of korva. There's two types of relations. There's relations because a blood relation, it's relatives, and there's a relation because of she'erus, because of marriage. The husband and wife connect through she'erus. So that's why it has to do with marriage. And we learn from the husband and wife to the more tells you that you learn from here to a son, even though the son is a relative. But we have the same halachas by both. So the husband will, the father will inherit the son, and the woman will inherit the son as well. They both will inherit. Right? If, what case, says the Rashbam, if the father is not there. Right? If the father is not there. The Tosfos learns that we're talking about only a giyoris, only a woman who is a convert. Why? Because if not, so if the father is not here, he should be bequeathed to somebody else in his family, to another son, to a brother, etc. Right? It's always going to go to that mate. So therefore he says, talk about only when she's a giyoris, there's no other person in the family. So the woman should inherit the son. There's two matos. Hekesh. They inherit each other. Says the Gemara in Daf Kutas Volum Dalif. Here we're going to go because it's such a short daf. We'll go a little bit into the next daf to finish the subject. We're just learning the Mishnah. They bequeath, they don't inherit. Our Mishnah says clearly they don't inherit. Our Mishnah, I don't know, I don't understand the Mishnah, he says. It should be that the mother should inherit the son. We learned earlier, right, regarding regarding how do you know the son comes before the daughter by the mother? Because you learn matters. Says no. The son and the daughter divided equally. So he doesn't dash matters. He doesn't dash matters. Very good. So we don't dash matters. So the mother does not inherit the son. The only source the mother inherits the son because it matters. Similarly, you can't say Hamish is like a Schar Mekatzov. The children we learn Bnei Achayis, Vatano. We brought a brayso, which is explanation of the Mishnah. Bnei Achayis for Bnei Achayis. Only the son of a sister inherits, not the daughter. Meaning, the son inherits before the daughter. Just tell me the son comes before the daughter. Why does the son come before the daughter if it comes through the mother? We talk about the sister of the mother. But by the mother, boys don't come before girls, according to Schar Mekatzov. They're equal. By the mother, a maternal inheritance, we don't say the son comes before the daughter, according to Schar Mekatzov. So you see, the Amish doesn't hold him Schar Mekatzov. So says the more time, if he holds matois, you makish, you want each other. So the woman should inherit the son. If you learn matos, doesn't dash matos, ben the kodim lebas and the fact that a boy, a son, comes before a daughter in the mother's inheritance. In other words, what the more just basically said, how do you understand our Mishnah? So he does dash matos. And that's why he says that by the mother, the son comes before the daughter. So why do you say the mother inherits the son? She inherits, she doesn't bequeath. What does it mean? How does that have to do with us? We're trying to say that what? That a mother will not be Yerush. What's Shaykh's Yerush and Yerush? So the Rashbam brings here two explanations. One explanation, he says, Yerush and Yerush is, because it says, Davke Yerush shti matos, Avrem Yerush is leishni matos. She'imesi hi elechad men dainuav. In other words, a daughter inherits her father and mother, but she bequeaths only to the father, not to the mother. That's what the Rashbam learns. First pshat. The second explanation brings the name of Birim Chananu, that it says mi matos. Right? Kol blachas Yerush nachlo mi matos. Miktzat shei matos edi reshes ve'inam reshes. Only a little bit she's reshes, and that's with the mother. She'inem reshes bito. In other words, it's only a little bit, not more. That's what it is. Now, in this case, the Bach says that he brings another, sorry, not the Bach, but we have over here another pshat, the Meshachachma. He brings, not the Bach, sorry, the Meshachachma, the bringing that goes to Tziyunim, he says that you have to say Bas Yereshes, the Diuk is Vein Em Yereshes. A daughter, not a mother. That's the Diuk. Only a daughter inherits, the mother does not inherit. That's the Mokar, that's the Dorasho over here. Okay, so we say, we'll stop over here, continue from the Mishnah in the next daf.